Hello, Omega Dimension back for another Honkai room for a star review. I took like a long break. I was like, oh, I just got like awesome. No, I thought I was gonna play like Fate, but I just didn't feel like it. So I guess I'll just return to this game. So anyways, a new update came, and it's like, I didn't even, I haven't even spoiled this time even by images. Like sometimes you get spoiled by like images, and it's like, damn, I don't like that, you know? Good thing my tour is like bombarded with like a bunch of anime drawings, politics, and other video games of geek culture and religion and Christianity stuff. Because I do like research and that stuff. So like so the good thing I'm exposed. There's like one image, but I used to think that that was just a idol animation. Oh, so Aricon. So it could be a new location. I can't really tell. I didn't really look too much into it. Well, no. Now we're going to start the new mission. I'm quite excited though. Though the trailer didn't give me that much hype though compared to the last one, except for a certain part. Though I think that was the boss mission that they were hyping up. This is probably gonna be the last part, honestly. 3 missions, yeah, probably makes sense, you know. 12 hours until it's.
Newsflash! Penacony's Charmony Festival has entered its countdown phase. Accompanied by Clocky's TikToks, after 12 system hours, this grand celebration will commence with much fanfare.
Oh wow, Boothill's like here already. I didn't know he was gonna go like face to face with Dang Hung. Oh my gosh.
I already told you. We can.
I'm sorry, Fluffy. I really have something urgent to attend to, so I had no choice but to resort to asking this favor of you all.
Since you already know what you're doing, I'll also have to remind you of its risks.
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility? I thought pulling this thing out was just a waste.
For the last time, state your identity and purpose.
My name's Boothill, and I'm a Galaxy Ranger.
Oh wow, another one. I kind of figured though, honestly.
A Galaxy Ranger?
You look like you seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid for too long.
The righteous heroes of the hunt would never hijack the Astral Express.
I ain't hijacked anything. What, chatting with someone while holding the gun is considered a hijack?
It probably is.
Pardon my frankness, but there are plenty of rumors in the cosmos regarding the Galaxy Ranger's current status, and none of them are pretty stories. I have a hard time believing you.
Oh wow. I quite like Boothill already just by his personality. He seems like, honestly, he seems like incredibly psychotic, but you know, quite interesting.
Oh, this is hilarious. The tale that this bunch of fools spin is getting out of hand. There's even a bit about the Galaxy Rangers being turned into gibbons by Dr. Primitive, and they're
Who?
in some valley screwing around on... Of course, I know you won't believe me. Which is also why, similarly, I have a hard time believing that you're the real Nate. See the bullets in this gun? 9mm, an eternal classic. I may need the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, then this bullet might just end up in my head. I can't allow myself to be exposed to danger. That's just the way it goes, so you all have to first...
Recognize this?
What was that?
It's a model fudger. The Jade Abacus of Ally and Oath. The Cien Joe really gave this to you?
Model fudger?
He was cursing. He gave a curse word.
This is the Jade Abacus gifted to the Express by the Shenzhou Luofu's general, Jing Yuan. Its presence on board serves as the... Is that enough?
Not bad, kiddo. And across these sprawling stars, A gentle squeeze is all it takes to rustle up a whole legion of Cloud Knights. Now, I reckon... Been ages since the Galaxy Rangers had the spotlight shown on them. We ain't equipped with such fancy gadgets. But I've been around the block enough to know the way to handle these All right, then. Feel free to toss any questions my way. Let's see if my answers can't turn your trust. If your gut tells you otherwise.
And why would I play along?
If I truly am a real Galaxy Ranger...
Is that really true? I've known nothing about Galaxy Rangers, so...
Alright then. Tell me. What kind of organization...
my friend. This question is a hard one. I don't think I can even consider us an organization to begin with. Everyone's on their own fated path along the hunt, with their own resolute sense of righteousness and not so welcome among such so-called universal values.
This reply does not instill trust, and only makes your predicament more precarious.
Yep.
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about some form of shared faith, right? But us Galaxy Rangers don't need that sort of thing. What brings us together is a shared bottom line. Never bully the weak. Never kill the innocent. These oaths aren't some lofty beliefs, but the fundamental bottom line that one must never cross as a person.
Huh. That's interesting. Such a cowboy.
As Galaxy Rangers, we strictly adhere to the bottom line. When someone crosses them, the hunt's vengeance will surely come knocking. And in this moment, the other crucial meaning of bottom line comes into play. As long as you don't cross it, you're free to do whatever you please. You catch my drift?
Second question. Why do you seek trouble with the Astral Express?
I already said that I seek no trouble. I must go to Penacony for a matter. But I don't have an invite. And I can't even enter the family's hotel doors. If only I could borrow the Nameless's identity. The entire cosmos knows your guess of the family.
Aren't the Galaxy Rangers also esteemed?
Oh, you've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. The Rangers are pursuing an imposter. A son of a nice lady posing as one of us. She's on Penacony right now. My informant is a memo keeper. She's the same as all mimetic organisms, appearing one moment and gone the next. She scares the fudge out of me. Still, she gave me some vital info.
That Galaxy Ranger imposter. Who is it?
Is that the third question?
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me. That person calls herself Acheron. And according to our informant, she could be an emanator of nihility.
That's impossible.
That's what I said. Don't worry. When I first received the news, I had the exact same reaction as you.
IX never gives anyone so much as a first glance, and that's perfectly normal. What reason would they have to bequeath strength unto mortals?
IX, is that the emanator's god of, like, Aeon? Something like that? Aeon gods, and same thing, you know.
Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own identities, which, for many people, it's better that way. Otherwise, there'd be wanton bloodshed across the cosmos, or even, perhaps, turning their back on the path they're supposed to. I had the good fortune of running into an elation emanator. Its appearance was no different than that of those clowns. If it weren't through sheer luck that I got it drunk, I would have never known of its eminent status.
Wait, how the fuck you got an emanator drunk? That's so funny.
Even in the purest hunt, you'll find the Xianzhou Alliance under the spotlight and Galaxy Rangers lurking in the shadows. Paths are inevitably concepts created by people and exist in planes beyond our understanding. To reckon that nihility emanators don't exist, maybe we just ain't nihilistic enough.
Nihilistic enough.
So, do you understand now? Your companions are in danger, and it's pretty harrowing. If you don't want to believe me, you'd best send a message to them, but I'd advise you to move fast. We don't know what's happening in the dreamscape or how much of what the memo keep. And that Acheron, who knows what she intends to...
Huh. This is pretty interesting. Now I wonder about adventuring, because I know he is not dead, but he's dead concerning to the IPC, I guess. From the last part, it's like, so I wonder what happened to him. I want to know because I see what was it, the MC Kikyo has like his hat.
I don't intend to do anything.
That's not up to you. Did you know? People who come to the land of dreams for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that they're still walking on solid ground. And then they will unanimously, be it reality or dream. Staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity. Since the day that the golden hour was completed, it's always been there, watching. But now this night sky has been mercilessly severed, dyed with the mist of nihility. And this whole event happened.
A single slash of a blade isn't really accurate. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was faster.
That's not many guests who weren't supposed to be invited have gathered at this banquet. Even if the harmony is all embracing, I have no choice but to show some of them the door. For the sake, the planet of festivities has no place for you, a puppet of nihility. Those who live in the shadows do not bear the right to tread the illuminated stage.
Huh. Wow, I was like, I'm quite confused. Is this the watchmaker or is this Sunday talking to her?
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not much difference between us. It's only polite Penacony's dream master.
Oh wow, you're perceptive, so I was right.
That's just another reason that you can't.
Whether you believe it or not, this is the real me. We are one.
So is he the villain or what? I'm still not really I'm kind of confused. Who is the real villain at this point? Honestly, does anyone actually know at this point as well?
Is this the unity that the family espouses?
My mortal shell has long since dissipated.
The Oak family's 107,336 offspring are now my eyes, ears, and mouths, spreading joy across dreams when required, and in times of essential need, exiling evil.
From the sound of it, it seems like you're asking me to leave.
Yeah, no shit.
I am glad that you're understand.
If you think you can.
Are you threatening?
I ended it with a period. It was a statement, not a threat. Knowing who I am and still showing such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. And usually, when faced with my questions, most people retort. The result has invariably been that they can't.
You are confident. But be reminded, the family is forgiving, but not weak. The cords of the harmony extend across worlds. If you do not comply,
When the blade is unsheathed for even a hair's breadth, you will never be able to escape the eternal Centurion's wrath in all of your lifetime.
Breath. Huh. Is that how you spell it? I thought it was like better, like TH than D.
137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master. Among them were those who once severed my wings, and those who immolate, and here I stand again.
And you will die. But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask. I'll leave.
A wise choice.
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds. Those born on the far bank leave and never return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, luring in tricksters, wrongdoers, and criminals. And even more so, when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength is obviously a gift of the sleeping and shapeless, immeasurable and fathomless Acheron. A befitting name.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome. Its future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
IX. I mean, the thing I think is like that giant, like, weird plant thing that has, like, those rings. Huh, Robin. Wait, Robin? We're going to switch to her per POV? Point of view? It's kind of interesting how, like, POV became, like, that, just like that. It's like, usually point of view, you know? It's kind of funny how I saw that. It's like, when was the first time that was ever, like, used? I think about etymology and stuff.
Attention, please. The unusual event that occurred moments ago was due to a technical malfunction at Clock Studios theme park. The family has promptly responded to secure the area, and we're happy to report that there have...
Oh, I swear that was no movie shoot. So many chips fell from the sky, and I even caught one of them. But
Excuse me. Are you talking about the Clock Studio?
yeah, what about it?
No need to worry. I apologize for any inconvenience caused to your delightful dream journey. But you just mentioned about the chips.
Oh, it was just those chips you normally see everywhere. The green ones? They fell from the sky as if it were raining.
And then those chips simply disappeared. It appears...
Huh? Miss Robin, you mean...
Shh. This technology hasn't been made public yet. It was a... Can you help me keep this secret?
Oh, I see. Then it all makes sense now. I'll do anything to help make the Charmony Fest...
Thank you. As appreciation. Oh. Press it at just the right moment in the celebration. All right. It looks like there are other guests who are also confused.
Oh, no, never mind. I know his...
So many people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
The full rings twice. Alright. Okay, and then...
Let the show begin.
Yeah, this is not Robin. This is Sparkle. guest?
The family promised they would protect the guests within the dreamscape, but I witnessed a group of organic life forms making their way to the theme park. And soon after, a rip tore through the sky. The family needs to provide a reasonable explanation, or I'll take my loved ones and return to reality. I thought the dreamscape was supposed to be a paradise. If it's not, then there's no point staying here.
It appears the good sir has seen many great events. And it's true that an uninvited guest has unexpectedly entered the
Oh
dreamscape.
gosh. What is she doing?
However, their target is not the ordinary guests, but the ambassadors of the IPC. The family will certainly ensure that the safety of the guests is of the highest importance.
Miss Robin, I know the Bloodhound family has already sealed off the theme park and has control of. The family can try their best to protect their reputation, but as
you can see, sir, no innocent. Perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised, but there's no place safer than dreams under the family's rule. I believe you know this better than I do. If this incident happened in real life, how many people...
I could stay here, but keep in mind, guests come to Penacony to enjoy the dreamscapes. They do not wish to be entangled in a conflict between the family and the IPC, so let's not have any more unnecessary incidents.
Of course. With the Charmony Festival about to commence, we will spare no effort in our preparations. Rest assured. To express our apologies, the family has arranged this gift for the guests.
Oh
Thank you for
gosh.
understanding.
What is she doing? Oh my gosh. What is this? Ay, dang it.
You've had quite a bit to drink. Sure you're okay?
Rookie. Wait, isn't that girl that tried to stop us?
Hello. May I ask what happened?
Nothing to be worried about. There's been a small rehearsal.
Hey, are you a fool? You don't even recognize Miss...
I'm sorry. I've just been transferred to the Bloodhound family, and I'm still...
Hey, don't sweat it.
Oh, we've sealed off the theme park. Most guests are used to bizarre phenomena in the dreamscape, and so far, no...
Rest assured, Miss Robin, will intensify our patrol.
I trust you guys. But regarding what happened in the theme park, what do...
Well...
Actually, I was there shortly after it happened. Is it true that the IPC's ambassadors came with ill intent? And that
Miss Robin, tell you the truth, everyone's been talking about it. The myriad factions on Penacony have already been causing unease for everyone.
Thank you all for your loyalty towards the family. The planet of festivities
fucking
has indeed run into
Sparkle.
some trouble. The representative from the IPC... He's trying to regain ownership.
You know, this
of
makes you
Penacony
wonder,
and
where
is
the hell is
prepared for
Robin
hostile
actually?
takeover.
Like, is she like having a daring thing with adventuring or something?
Of course, the family did not agree. The results of the failed negotiate.
No wonder. So this is the main reason why the IPC staff are banned from entering the dreamscape. Did they apprehend the...
Don't worry. Mr. Sunday is currently tracking his whereabouts, and he'll have something to show for it soon. However, given the situation, the IPC surely won't let this go easily. Therefore, we are relying on you hounds to maintain the order and stability.
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we take our order.
Thank you for your hard work. If there are any other members who still feel uneasy, this is a small gift prepared by the Iris family for the guests.
I can't believe I received a gift from Miss Robin.
If trouble comes knocking on our door, we're not afraid to go to war. Rest.
Okay, to comfort people. Yeah, sure, comfort. Meaning more like fucking commit suicide. Like, I know the crows won't come sooner or later.
Miss Robin?
I didn't expect to meet a fan here.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real...
Preparation is important, but the ceremony is fundamentally about sharing the Great One's harmony with everyone. Regarding the recent mishap, I understand it negatively impacted some of our guests. As a member of the
But, are you sure it was actually a mishap? Everyone saw those chips descending like rain and the red... Plus, I met that generous gentleman. He looked really out of it and kept talking to himself.
Everyone, please do not panic.
Even if you say so, Miss Rob.
He was talking to himself. Because he fucking was talking to himself. He was going insane.
Some people just never listen, do they?
Miss Robin?
Still, I suppose I should keep on helping.
Huh? What?
Here, take this. Make sure to take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. You never know.
Oh gosh, that was so funny. In the meantime,
We're back to where it all began. You entered the golden hour from this place. It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the entire truth before you. As you might have heard, I also go by another name. Stellaron Hunter Sam.
You lied to me. Are you Firefly's? Are you alright? You lied to me. Are you Firefly's soul? Well, is that really a lie when she didn't really tell me anything? Are you Firefly's soul?
I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When in that instant before it killed me, I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils.
Wait, really?
So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations, drawing everyone to the dreams. I intended to call upon death before you arrived, to solve the riddle using more direct means, and then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script. And I didn't get a chance to explain it to you.
Well, at least you're good-natured compared to the... Well, we could call them really good-natured, or even evil-natured, and it's kind of complicated with all other sort of hunters. Now, I know, Silverwolf is more neutral, honestly.
It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria, miasma, explode, but after the momentary numbness subsided, I found that my body, I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name? Land of the Exiles.
Oh, is that so?
And so, then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity.
I'm still using the bat.
I could only divert your party's attention and lure you away from the battlefield.
Fucking Elio, I fucking blame you for all this shit. You're keeping me away from fucking Firefly.
And after all my attempts proved futile, it wasn't until not long ago when a crimson blade of light shattered the high wall of the dream. causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape. That I was able to awaken, and that's it. That is all that's happened, so...
I am completely confused.
I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer.
What is that final answer?
Just one more thing needs to be done. Now, let's take a deep breath and visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times. 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us.
After a piercing screech, a thick lush memory catches your chest, and raving your conscience becomes like scraps of paper caught in a whirlwind, breaking apart, dissolving the despairing within the turbulent, muddy current. Inhuman voices resonate through the symphony of Memoria, like roaring thunder. Among them, one echo stood with exceptional clarity. You knew it from the girl beside your heart, beating to the same rhythm, peaceful and even more peaceful, until in that quietness, darkness, memories ripple into existence.
I never knew you could do this. Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
He has a suit. He's wearing a suit, and he knows that she's a girl.
That is...
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sins.
Japella? Is that where their hideout is?
I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 systems.
I'm fine. I'll survive.
I'm not so sure about that.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam.
There's still some time before the next part of the script done.
A long silence, near them, brother him. Seemingly accustomed to this side, he was on too much there, the soft side.
Such a long tunnel.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
Is that...
It's in your script.
Sorry.
Their destiny won't change just because of your selective ignorance. I told you before. It's a bad habit.
What about you then? Is it...
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet. Why the sudden inquiry?
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver. I just want to get there.
This car has full self-driving capabilities. I'll just put my hand on the steering wheel. Will that...
Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type. He can see the future, and we... But before that moment arrives, we can...
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history.
Huh?
And the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
Damn. That is so interesting. Kafka. Remember the Celeron Hunters? That is like...
Yeah. Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Mr. Yang, you're here too.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible?
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap.
Yeah,
it was laid by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence of this fortress known as Dreamflux Reef.
Let me see how much time, because don't even have my phone. Okay. Reef.
Every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker. Since Dreamflux Reef is where it brings its captives, it's likely that many of our long-standing questions will be answered in this place.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulators here, but from the whispers of the residents.
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him.
Okay, let me see. There's an atmosphere here starting. There's no regulars like him. They all look like modeling days. But from the whispers of residents, I heard it from Gallagher. So do they expect that he's connected?
Himiko and March have already made a move. Get ready. We're about to set off.
Okay.
The real dreamscape. The land of the exiles. Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
Lost.
I am really sorry for
Why can't you just reveal your identity? So who's exactly?
2 reasons. Firstly, the script. In the future that Elio saw, Sam and the Astral Express is that aside. There were also my personal.
It's alright. I didn't take it personally. This is just for still hard for me to accept.
I get it.
Did the story also want a piece of legacy?
Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the Astral Express to pursue the Grand Legacy. It means that the Watchmaker's legacy holds great significance to trailblazing. Elio's scripts used to revolve and expand around certain specific Stellarons. But with your appearance, this condition has apparently ceased to be appropriate. Perhaps he also saw the impossible in the future.
Impossible. I don't know what that means. So who is Sam?
Do you still remember that medical cabin I told you about? Well, that's Sam.
Huh?
It belongs to the Iron Cavalry of Glamoth's Firmament Frontline. A Firefly Type 4 Tactical Heavy Assault Mech.
I know it's a mech, but...
It is the cradle of my vitality. And the meaning of my birth. And for the longest time it was... how I should have looked to the rest of the world.
Let's talk later.
The time scale of Dreamflux Reef differs from reality. So we mustn't lower our guard. You're sensitive to Memoria.
I am?
A slight misstep. And you could get lost in this memory zone.
Will I be able to meet Aventurine?
Something on your mind?
Acheron's Blade Slash.
No wonder Miss Acheron is so averse to drawing her blade. It's hard to imagine such terrifying power could reside in an ordinary sheath. If it weren't for the fact that Aventurine's power originated from the preservation, the entire dreamscape would have been affected.
Oh, he's preservation. I didn't get him because I saw freaking Firefly in the freaking market in the Twitter of Honkai Impact, and it's like, fucking bitches.
Don't feel burdened by this. Even without that Stellaron inside you, Aventurine would still have found other methods to accomplish his goal. Let's just believe in Miss Acheron. And given her prowess, I don't think we've got anything to worry about.
What are your thoughts on Gallagher?
During your investigation, he shared a vital piece of information. Mikhail, the former watchmaker who collaborated with the family to construct the Penacony we're familiar with today, had a falling out with the family for specific reasons. But this is precisely where the problem lies. You were clearly investigating a murder, so then why, as a security officer, is he changing the subject to talk about his past with the watchmaker? And now, with Firefly mentioning his name again, it's hard not to be suspicious.
Yeah. Regarding Firefly and the crew.
Before we found you, she'd already revealed her Stellaron Hunter identity and shared. Who would have thought that the Molten Knight's true identity was actually a young girl? For her, this is a secret that she cannot allow others to know. That being the case, I think we can, but she didn't reveal all her secrets. I just can't shake the feeling that her situation is different from that of the typical dreamer. And I hope that doesn't lead to any dangerous predicaments.
It probably will, honestly. Let's call it a day.
I hope you've regained a little composure. We'll move out when you're ready.
Alright.
Keep going straight down this alley and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
Okay, but let me get this chest first. Blue. It was darker after you left. Welcome to the elevator.
What a huge clocky. Looks like the watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef.
Oh. You are a ghost? It is a huge clocky, isn't it? Yeah. I couldn't even destroy it because of this little fucking bird. Let me see. Alright, let's click a book. Alright. It's like those old elevators in New York. No, I never went to those old elevators in New York. I'd love to. Yeah, Clocky is like a fucking Mickey Mouse ripoff. Is it really a ripoff, honestly? If it's like inspired, I guess? I'm not sure. We can see the sky. Yeah,
Unbelievable. To think there's a settlement of this size within the dreamscape. And all beyond the family's reach.
There's some people there.
The atmosphere in this fortress is pretty different from that in the beautiful dream.
When I first saw it, I was in awe. What's even more bizarre is that this place is also separated into trade and residential areas. The layout may be simple, but the facilities are...
Though both dreamscapes have distinct styles, the architectural designs are quite similar. Works of the same hand, perhaps. But there's no point in overthinking things. Let's meet up.
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district.
Not coming with...
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation.
Sure. Let's reconnect. Letting her go was the right decision. Further observations are needed before we decide whether to trust her. But first, there's someone I need to talk to. Let's go. I'm sure you've already noticed him.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw him right away.
He's right over there. The Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up here? And right after Miss Acheron severed the... We'd better check, just to be...
perfect for me. And perfectly legal for me to stay in.
Yeah, that has to be a joke, honestly. Hello, Mikhail or Misha?
You're the guest from before. We meet again! And a new...
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a...
Tick-tock! Old friend and new friend!
Israel, you get Mr. Yang. Israel, you're still young at heart?
You're,
Nope. Clocky is a good friend of mine. How did you two get here? This dreamscape isn't supposed to be open to the public. I wonder if it has something to do with...
So, this...
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
This... Sleepy.
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes. But it's actually really well behaved. Gallagher's been taking care of it.
This description, could it be...
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death.
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never...
I see. Has it brought back any guests recently? Say, in the last day or two? We're current...
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family, and specifically asked not to be... Mr. Yang? Is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this...
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be willing to meet with outside...
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with...
Oh, I haven't. But please, rest assured. Dreamflux Reef is a small place, and it's not as bustling as the beautiful Dream. But it's... how about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions. And then we can all... She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children. She won't be leaving anytime soon.
All right, then. Well,
This is so fucking suspicious.
Well, we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony. As for the intentions of the mastermind behind it all, we're still none the wiser.
Yeah, I'm fucking confused. It has we got a visitor from the Oak. Named Sleepy. It has we got her who's behind it all.
No idea. But its connection to Gallagher is worth digging into. Regardless, we have to find him. Say, you mentioned before that you saw Clocky that only...
Yep, he's right there. He was with me. He was with Misha at that time.
I can't shake off this strange feeling. Am I really still so young at heart? Forget it. It's not important. We'd better just follow Misha.
That's so funny. Okay. Oh, chest.
Everyone, look! From here, you can see the most spectacular view of Dream...
A black hole? No. An accretion disk formed from consolidated memoria?
Oh, so Mr. Yang is also versed in Memoria dynamics. I was just trying to figure out how to explain this huge hole to everyone. I bet you guys have a lot in common with Miss Kami.
Oh, there's like a lot of these things here. Yank. You can pretend not to have seen anything. So that's where the birds are.
Look! There she is!
Kami. I want to get this chest first. Alright. Hello, Kami.
My calculations are finally done.
That
In
ring
another
again.
10 system hours, the above dream will swallow the dream below. Who are you all, and why haven't you left yet?
Who are? Then why aren't you leaving?
I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in See that huge gaping hole? It was just a narrow rift many years ago, but now it's grown into a giant hole. But the scary part is, according to my calculations, by constantly improving upon Madame Rosalina's memoriam,
Almost sucking in from the other side. Okay.
a measurement method, I've finally, after 10 system hours, the Dream Flux Reef will cease to exist. Just like the melting of glaciers, everything will crumble and disintegrate.
Please don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times before. Miss...
You don't say. There was something else that piqued my...
Oh, do you know her too? Or...
We're very interested in Madame Rosalina's achievements.
Why, of course. She's an excellent scholar of Memoria dynamics, and the first person to apply Memoria rate measurement methodology on interstellar travelers.
You know, she looks like that weird stuffed toy, what was it, that stuffed toy meme? With the fucking glasses that looks like a fucking, the femcel meme.
Regrettably, due to the presence of the Garden of Recollection, ordinary people don't pay much attention to the nature of Memoria. She departed this world without much fame, leaving only... I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to seek out Dreamflux Reef, all because this is her final resting place. Prodigies always meet their demise prematurely. If only Madame Rosalina had more time, she would have discovered I felt it. The source is in the golden hour. There is...
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound?
It was one of the nameless counted by the conductor.
That's right. It seems like she did a great deal of research and calculation.
Miss Kami regularly mentions her. I hear Madame Rosalina passed away during the prison war. She could see the Penacony of today. It's... Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there.
Okay, I see Marsh there. Like, I am kind of confused with Misha's, how he views things. It's like incredibly worrying.
Let me go! Please, come to your senses. I'm begging you.
Wow. Okay. Wings got wet. Can paper even soak in saunas? I'm gonna wait for that jump here.
Ghost! There's a ghost! Oh my. I'm human and so are... Mr. Yang and Miss Tramp, quickly, come help. I bumped into...
Let me go! Let me go!
Well, this is how it...
Now you should pay respect to him.
Me? A ghost? Don't make me hit you. He thinks he's dead.
Dear guest, this is not...
That's right.
You're talking to someone invisible.
What's wrong with sleeping dreams?
Stop asking! You're not talking about the memories.
Don't say that name!
Okay. We're gonna fight him. It's kind of laggy. Huh. What was that supposed to do?
Sword loser!
Awaken, dormant scales. Delve, hidden moon.
Okay, here we go.
World cleansing dragon. Heaven Surge. Celestial Dragon. Break!
Luck of the
That
draw.
was amazing.
Please, 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 please. Looks like victory!
Fantastic.
Time for the payout. A gift from the stars. Everything is ordained by the stars. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
Okay.
Give me strength.
Oh, actually, I don't
Do not
think I
fret.
could do stuff like that. Let's see.
That's a set.
Okay.
Who's the lucky one today?
Fantastic.
Get them! I wish not to use the strength.
Oh, so that was pretty quick, honestly. Okay, so we until it loads a bit. Let me see. 50 sounds an hour. Yeah, I need to look for my phone after this.
He passed out. His intense negative
I see. Unlike in the Sweet Dream, people here don't see Memory Zone memes as dangerous monsters. And even if they pose a threat, people can easily. But we can't just leave this man here. Can we?
We can ask Jessie for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys.
I remember when this.
Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe it, but this place feels like the real dreamscape.
You know, I have a theory. Was this the original one? It looks so complex. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? Look at this fucking sky! Oh, the fuck? That sky!
Today's fortune is.
The sky, like, is this could be the original one. Let's say this is the original one, because there's like a black hole. It'll absorb the golden hour. So is it returning how it used to be? At least that's just how I'm thinking right now. That could be totally different.
No! At this rate, the family will be done for!
Because I've been known to be wrong a lot of times. Huh.
Yeah.
No birdies here, okay. You know, actually,
I knew you couldn't hold your liquor.
let's do... Let's do this. I'll never know I'm not collecting, actually. There we go. Oh, there we go. I didn't see that. Alrighty. that was big. I won't call it complicated, just, you know, it was just overload of all the different stuff. Yeah, I have no idea what this is. Into the trigger administration. Ah, noted. I'll look that after I'm done with this. Hello, Jesse.
Evening, Jessie.
Welcome, Miss March.
These two are my friends.
I see. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough in the beautiful dream.
Do such things often?
Not really, but they're becoming more frequent now. Guess it's one of the signs of the sweet. This man has had quite the shock. Could you help me find a Halovian lady, March? Her song.
A Halovi?
That must be Robin.
Huh? Robin? But I thought she... Oh.
Misha is about to take us to her to find out what happened. But before that, let's meet up with Himiko.
We met some stowaways in the residential area. I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the memory zone of Asdana, like islands in the ocean.
Huh.
They existed before. I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of all dreamscapes in Penacony.
Was I right?
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so...
Himiko must be gathering information.
Okay, then.
Well, let's see how you handle a stroke of genius like this.
Okay, then.
No! At this rate, the family will be done for. Done for!
Okay, I see her. Okay.
This is where we split up. She can't be too far away.
I mean, she's right there.
So that's how it is. I never...
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what an unpredictable twist of fate.
Mika?
Himiko, here they are.
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in charge of the...
It's a pleasure to...
You know us?
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if Dreamflux Reef hadn't been isolated from the 12 dreamscapes. Please, allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
Grave Reaper.
Gravekeeper?
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling in others' affairs. My daily task involves cleaning a few tombstones.
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the sweet dream. Or...
So, Guardian.
Were you talking?
On that note, Mr. Mika, which tombstones are you referring to? We didn't...
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr. Yang, I'll take you there. Hi. But before that, you have an important guest.
An important guest? Who could it be?
Who you
This
think?
way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
Okay. Who else are we joining fucking Mark?
I remember when this place was...
Okay. So, alright, let me see the map. Okay. Alright, I understand. Go here. Oh yeah, there's Robin.
There she is.
It really is her! Miss Robin!
Well,
Never beats a good drink.
Alright. Yank. And then we'll get the freaking book. 3. That's not all though. Seems.
Everyone sang so wonderfully.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin.
It was nothing, Grace.
I merely taught them how to. Life must be quite difficult for them in
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef.
It seems you. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. And as for Gary, he's been living with autism. If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. And me, an old lady with no legs.
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony.
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through this dream, but you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
Huh, that's very good advice, I guess.
And should our feathers be damaged, there's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams. Because it's a relief to see you sick. It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there.
Since you're here, can we assume...
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment, perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to that, but now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony. Losing my voice is just one of the
sweet dreams collapse. That memo.
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers, the land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as...
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the Sweet Dream.
Yes, it seems so.
It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the... This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them...
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony capable of influencing everyone. Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator.
I'd heard about what happened to the Cienjo Alliance. But as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long. Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember? I've decided to forgo my role and never step foot.
11 hours before the third dreams.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little...
It looks weak and frail.
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling.
Okay. A bird like that must...
I'll ask the fam...
A cage? But then it won't have...
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? Oh, poor little thing.
I do.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered and can't sing, it didn't come into this world just birds. They should.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar?
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar, as you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere creates amazing lights, so that they look like shooting stars. We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground. So, to escape predators, they started seeking new. After countless attempts by many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly?
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it.
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because...
That's an interesting perspective.
For now, I'll keep...
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your insight.
We will take good care of it.
Yeah, but Mr. Gopherwood, there's one thing I don't quite
And what might that be, my son?
What if this little if there are fledglings in this world, should we let them go back to the sky?
Talking in your sleep, Birdie? Huh?
I'm still alive?
Yeah. Happy about...
Where is Robin?
I knew that was going to be the... Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all...
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just...
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master in the fourth
choice.
You are aware of my plan and see through my act. Time is running. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side.
I find it hard to believe a man...
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice.
Show me, Rob.
All right. As you wish. Here she is.
Huh?
What's your trick this...
Just kidding.
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe.
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable Oak family head.
Huh. Moments later.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should...
Rosalina and Tiernan.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Astana, and their names deserve to be immortalized, not just on this small stone tablet. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory.
If their names are inscribed here...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Astana, Tiernan took up the way of the Trailblaze and led the Lampmoth family to explore beyond the system.
Though I had expected as much, the tales...
True to the title of Trailblazer. They spent their lives venturing into the...
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. Here we meet again.
Robin.
Okay, I'm going as okay, I want to hear the conversations.
Brother.
There's no need for words.
Okay. How are you doing, Misha?
Huh. The atmosphere sure is livened up with all these people in here.
I love your optimism. It's so funny.
Well, I did my job. I gathered everyone here.
Okay. And hello, Firefly.
I brought Gallagher here.
Okay, you seem you're pissed. Okay.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's...
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron.
Oh? Is it that...
The look on your face is practically...
You're right, Mr. Yang. The siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm as Gallagher, the history fictionologist.
History fictionologist? So...
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is...
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of well, it all boils down to something very...
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are...
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means?
Someone's moving my lipping. Doing the sterilon.
How keen. Well, what should I say? I expected nothing less. The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island. To achieve this feat, without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellaron. And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. I'm sure you get what I'm hinting at. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is...
the planet of festivities itself?
It all started a long time ago. Back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came into play. The Stellaron first entered the Azdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power.
Makes sense.
And most heeded their words. But there are always people in the shadow. The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With two of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment his rivals saw an opportunity. By the time a representative from the Montour System's family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dream.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to see...
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony. Under the disguise, those three eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the...
Then, how did they turn against...
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think about this. What would it cost to create and maintain such a lavish dreamland? It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the confusion, laziness, and cowardice. Weaknesses
Where's
that
Firefly?
plagued
I thought
humanity
she
were
would like to listen.
magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became
I'm still
a
kind of
new
lost
kind
here,
of
but oh
prison,
well.
even more impenetrable. Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had a firm grip on Penacony, swiftly quelling any opposition. At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, and sought refuge in this dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dream.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the family is bound.
So, the legacy is just...
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally...
If that's the case...
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family...
Alright.
Go ahead. I'm sure Mr. Wings...
I love you call Mr. Ring Firefly.
As I suspected, the core of this issue...
I thought we didn't have to deal with Stellaron. Of course we have to do now.
You all look quite serious.
I love your fucking reactions. They're so funny. Alright. Sunday.
Are you done talking?
It is the Penacony Grand Theater.
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the sweet dream.
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you conduct your...
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you.
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me. And I didn't want it all to end like this.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought... I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me, or the paradise in our...
Indeed. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the Sweet Dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has, I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure...
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog. Since our interests are aligned...
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right?
Here, never back up. Peace was never an option. Going, nah, I'll surrender. Peace was never...
Exactly! It's time for the crew to save the world.
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express. Having a third party present should help with negotiating.
Thank you.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against...
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations.
Okay, let me see how much time has passed. Okay.
I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master could be a very dangerous affair.
Yep.
Even your...
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him. Not to mention the Stellaron in his possession.
I thought
we must
Sunday had the
proceed
powers
with
of the
great
Harmony.
caution.
can just stay behind this time?
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us when things start to get dicey. You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? May I?
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I do have that.
Huh. I knew.
I don't think this will bring us any luck.
As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a... If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be of some use in the current situation.
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And what does he have to do with our mission?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be just the opportunity. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always listening, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the message across
where is he?
shouldn't be a problem.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong, don't worry about me. Just make sure to seal the still.
Spoken like a true, even if the Dream Master is innocent. The family's corruption runs deep.
Don't you have something?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the 3 nameless in Penacony. We've already collected, if I'm not mistaken. We've already met.
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. After all, I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms to... Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless?
Oh, you're really large. These are flowers. Keep them coming. Makes me absurd.
What? Hey, you can't...
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend had... As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift. Come with me. Now.
Oh, okay, so that's interesting. Where's Firefly? I want to be with her.
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say, dude. I've kept my promise. Brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. But don't let us down, old man.
Huh? Okay, we're gonna see something cool.
What's happening?
Why didn't this not happen before? I wonder. Huh.
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden. The first and last Nameless Mikhail Char Legwork. The what?
Wait, what? Okay, let's see. Yeah, it was. It's like 15 minutes. I can go. Here, so let's run all the way up here. Meet the watchmaker. Boothill serves mirror zone in the garden. Full moon, every man rest. Watch Mikhail car legwork has passed into Edna's time stream. No
Sure enough, the watchmaker is the third nameless. Even I could guess that one.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside.
Well,
and all words seem to go nuts in your direction. Deep breath. Stay your hand to your gaze into watch. Touch the dream bubble in Mikhail's hand. Press your hand against the dream bubble. Thick Fisher's Memoria. Converse your string. Then, onward your fingertips and weaving a delicate wave and cracks her. A chill travels your fingertips, carrying with them myriad of vibrant memories as experience would suggest. But this time, we see nothing at all. Try to focus and capture the memories. Dream mode is sure, perhaps the approach was wrong. Think holding your breath, your eyes with. Yet before you, there remains dark, no crimson sun descending upon you, the mountains. No gentle lantern, no twinkling stars, no echoes, no tree, no trailblaze. Is this a scam? There's nothing about here.
Wait, seriously? How could a dream bubble...
That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this... that mischievous old man...
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left...
Don't start getting all philosophical.
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just...
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour, and it's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penn.
Okay, we're going to, okay, Boothill's POV. $10.
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel. How may I help you?
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the...
The astral...
Yes, my companion's already...
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't... And you...
Me? He's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before he...
Oh, I see. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just... I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm
What do you mean?
My apologies. This is the
How about this?
I'm afraid that's not possible.
How about you
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules.
So nothing works, huh?
Please be patient.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identity.
It seems...
Fudge!
Please calm down, dear guests.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You...
Sure thing. Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
Yeah. Oh wow, Boothill broken out. So let's do hand.
Locked and loaded.
That is amazing. Oh god. Well, anyways, I'm probably going to. Well, love is fun. End this here. So I'll make your out. Bye.